Right. So today we're going to review all the past habits. We know that some habits we longer don't do them anymore. So that's why we are referring as past habits. Some of these examples that you gave me, eat breakfast, go to work, wake up late, go to parties, play football, run fast, sleep in the afternoon, write poems or read books. When we use these habits, we are going to use something that we no longer use. So in this case, I'm going to use something every time I express these past habits. For example, I, or the person, you, he, depending on what you're saying, but in this case, we're talking about ourselves. I used to. We have to use used to. I used to eat breakfast at 8 a.m., for example. Correct. So when we use used to, we are referring already this expression. It's already in the past. Why? Why in the past? How do you know it's in the past?
I use
Yes.
This is a verb that it's a regular and is the ending is with ed. I used to. So every time I use or every time I'm referring to a past habit, I have to use used to. If I want, let's go for another person. In this case, Nidia, she used to go to work on weekends. Or what was he? Well, he used to go to work very early, for example. This is just an example. She used to go to work very early. So one more time, I have the expression used to, and then I have to use important verb. Now this verb, it's in infinitive. I mean, it doesn't have any expression in past. Why? Why is not in past this one? Used to go, I'm sorry, used to go to work. Why is not in past? Because we already have the direction of something that you did in the past. Now, when we use past habits, and this is what we're going to review for negative, when we say no, or, well, and question. Right? Here, it's very important that when we talk about this expression, these forms, because we already say these examples. In this, we talk about affirmative or true events. We are saying that happened. It's affirmative. I used to wake up early. I used to play tennis. I used to play tennis. Now, if I want to say the opposite way or negation, does anybody wants to try? How can I say if it's negative? Anybody would like to try? You can use this same example if you want this one. For example, I used to eat breakfast at 8 a.m. If it's negative, how can I make this sentence that
I didn't used to eat breakfast at 8 a.m.
Solo agregamos el didn't.
But what happens here?
Se elimina.
Yes, there you go. Good girl. I didn't use to eat breakfast at 8 a.m. Very good. Excellent. Easy. You already know this rule. We don't need to have two tenses together because we are already giving direction to didn't. So when we use the past habits, we must use auxiliary forms, okay? And we have to use didn't in case if it's negation. And if it's a question, let's try with a question. Can you make this question to, Karen, can you make these questions to Nidia? The same idea, this one that we are using. I used to eat breakfast at 8 a.m. How can you make a question to Nidia about this?
She does used to
Try again. Try again.
Did you eat breakfast at 8
Is-
a.m.?
is-
Okay, let me stop a little bit. Did is
Does.
correct. Did, and then? Did you, and then?
8.
used to.
Oh.
Can you spell, Karen? Used to?
Yes. U-S-E-D. No. E.
Uh-huh.
No. No, D.
Like this?
Yes. Yes.
Did you used to eat breakfast at 8 a.m.? Great job. Let's analyze this. Here we use auxiliary.
Mhm.
Of course, the auxiliary is in past. So it's already in past. Remember, we don't need to pass together because it's gonna sound incorrectly.
Mhm.
Did you used to eat breakfast at 8 a.m., Nidia? Did you used to eat breakfast at 8 a.m.?
Yes, I used to.
Perfect. Correct. Yes, I used to. Great job. Now, Nidia, can you tell me one idea in affirmative so Karen can ask you?
I used to sleep late.
Okay, Karen. Nidia, she used to sleep late, right? So, Karen, can you ask this question to Nidia?
Yes. Did you used to
Sorry.
did you used to sleep? What is the verb? Sleep. I don't remember. Yes.
Tell again, Nidia. Did you used to
Sleep late.
sleep?
Sleep late.
Correct. Read again, please.
Did you used to sleep late?
Nidia, did you used to sleep late?
Yes, I used to sleep late.
Perfect. Or, very good, girls. Or I can say, yes, I did. If you
Yes,
want
I
to
did.
make it short, yes, I did.
Okay.
Okay. So we need to be very friendly with used to. We should not forget about used to.
Used to.
Okay. So I'm going to show you now. This one, I'm sorry. Can you see it?
Yes.
No, I can't wait. This one, can you see it?
Yes.
Okay, so here we have the used to, we have the three examples or the three forms, okay? Used to as an affirmative, the one that I just explained, we have to use the past of use is used with ed at the end. And then the infinitive, to play, to go, to swim, to make, to teach, to study, to buy, to work, to go. You can use all the verbs in infinitive. So it's easy when we are using affirmative forms. Now, when we start, this is a thing that we need to be very focused and very aware when we use negative statements. Didn't, used to, we don't need the ed because here, as you know, we already are referring this in the negative form, didn't. We never use do, okay? Do is punished. We are never gonna use do because do is for present, and here we're not talking anything related to the present. So
Okay.
you've been doing very good. Don't mix it up, okay? Then when we make a question, it's the same idea, but as you know, we need to swap the auxiliary form. In this case, we need to use did, you, used to. And then we have play, go, and the infinitive form. Okay?
Okay.
So you can always use past simple instead of used to. Okay? It's okay to use simple past, but don't forget that we need to have this structure, the structure that we just explained. Okay? Now, here, like it says, yes, for repeated actions in the past, which are usually finished. What does it mean? We stop doing them. We don't have those anymore. That's the point that we need to be very, very aware. When we say no for actions that happen only once, you can also refer to one time. I didn't used to, for example, I didn't used to go out on weekends, for example. I didn't used to go out on weekends. That's the example that we have. Okay. So let's make some examples. I want you to make questions to each other to see what habits you used to do in the past. Okay, Nidia, you think about two questions.
Okay.
You can ask Karen, and Karen, you're gonna make two questions to her, and then I want to listen to your answers, but you're gonna answer that. Is it clear?